You might have seen instances in matches where the wicket-keeper's gloves come in front of the stumps while collecting the ball, leading the umpire to call a no ball. Similarly, there might have been occasions where, even after the wicket-keeper collects the ball behind the stumps, the umpire still signals a no ball. Many people might feel confused or have doubts about what exactly happened in such situations. Where should a wicket-keeper stand? Where should they collect the ball? Is it enough for the keeper to focus solely on the fair collection of the ball? Is there a restricted area the keeper must not cross? Up to when? What happens if the keeper crosses these limits? We'll address all these aspects related to the wicket-keeper's position in this video. If you are a wicket-keeper, I hope this video clears all your doubts regarding positioning. Even if you're not a player, these insights can be helpful while watching matches. This is not a short video. The video is available across platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Wherever you're watching this, please follow or subscribe to the channel. So, please make sure to follow. Now, let's dive into the content in detail. Let's first look at the MCC law defining the wicket-keeper's position. 27.3.1. The wicket-keeper shall remain wholly behind the wicket at the striker's end from the moment the ball comes into play until a ball delivered by the bowler touches the bat or person of the striker, passes the striker's wicket, or the striker attempts a run. Each word in this law is important, so we cannot proceed without explaining them. First, let's clarify the key term behind the wicket. You can see a graphic of a wicket-keeper standing on the field. Let's zoom in. You'll now notice the top view of the three stumps as yellow circles. A red line passes through the center of these stumps. You can see this red border outlining all the white creases. If anyone is wondering what this red line is, it's the actual crease. The thick white marking we see is not entirely the crease. These are the crease markings, which can be about 1 or 2 inches wide. Now, the red line you see here is the bowling crease. The stumps are fixed at the center of the bowling crease on either side of the pitch. When we say the stumps are fixed on the bowling crease, it doesn't mean the middle of the white marking, but rather along this red line. Got it? What you're looking at now is the stump and its sharp base. When this sharp base is placed on the red line, what happens? The cylindrical stump, which has a diameter of about 1.5 inches, will have about 0.75 inches of its width extending outside the line, like this. Now, behind this is considered behind the wicket. In other words, if you draw a line connecting the back edge of all three stumps, anything beyond that line is behind the wicket. The red line you see here represents that. Note that this line is about 0.75 inches behind the bowling crease. Now that we've clarified what behind the wicket means, let's revisit the law. The wicket-keeper shall remain wholly behind the wicket. This means the keeper, along with all their body parts and equipment, must remain entirely behind the line drawn at the back of the stumps. From when? From the moment the ball comes into play. This refers to the moment the bowler begins their run-up, or in the case of a bowler without a run-up, when they start their bowling action. Until when? Until a ball delivered by the bowler touches the bat or person of the striker, passes the striker's wicket, or the striker attempts a run. This law prevents the keeper from taking unfair advantage. However, to prevent batters from exploiting this law, the third clause allows the keeper to move forward if the striker attempts a run. For example, in the final overs of a match, when batters preemptively charge forward to run, the law permits the keeper to step forward to counter such situations. It's crucial to note that even if the keeper's glove or any part of their equipment briefly crosses the imaginary line, it's considered a breach of the law. This includes shoes, helmet grills, gloves, or even shoelaces. If the keeper leans forward, causing their helmet grill to cross the line, it's a no ball. What happens if the keeper violates this law? If the wicket-keeper contravenes this law, the striker's end umpire shall call and signal no ball as soon as applicable after the ball is delivered. For limited overs cricket, the batting team will also get a free hit. Why does the law specify, say, immediately after delivery? Consider a situation where the wicket-keeper moves in front of the wicket while the bowler is starting their run-up. In such a case, the umpire cannot call a no ball right away because the ball has to be delivered first for it to qualify as a valid delivery under the laws. If the bowler doesn't deliver the ball, it would be deemed a dead ball. Moreover, upon noticing the no ball situation, the bowler might choose not to deliver the ball. That's why, even if it's clear beforehand that it will be a no ball, the umpire must wait until the ball is delivered before making the call. Many of you might have seen this incident from the Vitality Blast. The wicketkeeper collects the ball behind the stumps and makes a stumping appeal, but the umpire calls it a no ball. Here's what actually happened. Even though the ball was collected behind the stumps, the keeper's gloves had moved in front of the stumps before that. In international matches and major tournaments, umpires can rely on advanced technologies to assist them in making decisions. However, at the district level and similar competitions, this is not that easy. As a result, umpires often adopt the practice of calling a no ball only when they are certain that the keeper's body or equipment has crossed the front part of the stumps. This approach helps avoid controversies, and it's hard to fault them for doing so. For the umpire standing in line with the popping crease, this angle allows them to clearly see if the keeper has crossed the stumps, ensuring they make a confident decision about the infringement. Now, sharing from my experience, I have often called no balls in situations where the batter has played a shot. The bowling team, surprised, would ask why I called it despite the shot being played. It gives me a sense of fulfillment to see them understand the rule fully afterward. Even in matches with all the technological setups, highly skilled and privileged wicket-keepers like Dhoni, who perform lightning-fast stumpings, sometimes seem to get away with minor infractions, even under the scrutiny of third umpires. For instance, take the dismissal of Gill in the 2023 final. It's difficult to assert that Dhoni's gloves were completely behind the stumps before the ball crossed them. Consideration should have been given to the dismissed batter in this case. Gujarat lost not only a crucial wicket, but also the subsequent free hit opportunity. Another incident from the same IPL season occurred during the Chennai versus Bangalore match. After Dinesh Karthik hit a six, Dhoni stumped him on the very next ball and appealed. However, Dhoni's gloves had moved in front of the stumps. Yet the third umpire only focused on Dhoni's stumping appeal. This time, since Karthik was within his crease, there wasn't much damage. However, once again, the opposition team was deprived of a no-ball call and the resulting free hit. The video footage of this incident isn't available, but what you see on the screen now are reactions that were published on Cricinfo at that time. We've covered the wicket-keeper's position in this discussion. Movement-related laws for wicket-keepers will be addressed in another video. If you have doubts or suggestions for topics to include, please share them in the comments.